Mukira Geithi mwiroreri wa GTN TV haria hothe ukireke kunyita ugeni na gitio kingi goko kwa GTN TV riri rikitie kuihada wega thaa imwe cia utuku ihinda riega tukumenyithie maria marathie na maria magitinda makihanika kundu gutiganite na gitio kingi kurio kurugitikira koraniria na ithuĩ ng'enda-inĩ citũ ciothe cia ũkinyanĩria mwena wa Facebook GTN TV Digital, mwena wa YouTube GTN Digital TV, twire urerorera uri mwena uriku. Rĩtwa rĩakwa nĩ Snyder Shege. Tukiambĩrĩria, wĩyathi wa andĩki a mohoro gũkũ bũrũri-inĩ nĩ wanjĩtie gũcoka ta hĩndĩ ya wathani wa Koigi Ũterwo, kuria nginyagia kuina nyĩmbo cia kurunga thirikari kwari ihetia ria gutwarwo ithamĩrio. Muthenya wa ũmũthĩ nyũmba cia mohoro makiria iria iraruta thirikari mahetia ikimurikwo gĩikaro-inĩ kia andĩki a mohoro kiria gĩgũtabanagio wabici-inĩ nene ya kĩama kia UDA Hustler Plaza ni mwandĩki munene wa kĩama gĩkĩ Hassan Omar akiuga ona gũtuĩka kũrĩ na wĩyathi wa andĩki a mohoro kũringana na gatiba, wĩyathi ũyũ no nginyagia wĩkĩrĩrwo matamu ma mbarathi kuona nĩ ũrakĩruka.
And expose those who continue to hide under the veil of free and independent media to advance vendetta and a political agenda. And I think the UDA party is totally appraised of this matter and seized of it. And therefore reiterates, first and foremost, our unwavering commitment to constitutional freedoms, including the freedom of the media as guaranteed under the Constitution of Kenya. A free press remains an indispensable pillar of democracy and public accountability. At the same time, media freedoms carries an equally important responsibility to uphold the highest standards of accuracy, fairness, impartiality, and professional ethics. We have been taken aback and are increasingly concerned and astonished by instances where sections of the media appear to prioritize sensationalism over verification, commentary over facts, speculation over reporting, politicization and political affiliation as amassed as free media, and the pursuit of vendetta. In fact, I having been one of those who championed the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution, I can say both in letter and spirit, some of you don't represent what we were fighting for. You just represent an amalgam of people who are hiding behind the mask of free press are now pursuing a political agenda, and others, like Gideon Moi, a vendetta. It's worth noting that journalists have a professional and ethical duty to publish verified, accurate, and balanced information. They should distinguish clearly between facts, opinions, and speculation, rumors, and should refrain from publishing insinuations and innuendos that are not supported by credible evidence and intended to inculcate anxiety and public pandemonium. The growing circulation of unverified misleading headlines
Enina turio icio ciĩgĩmaine na wĩyathi wa andĩki a mohoro atongoria ngwatanĩro-inĩ ya mũng'ethanĩro nĩ mokĩrĩire ikinya rĩa thirikari kwerekereria nyũmba cia mohoro hamwe na kwerekeria nyũmba cia mohoro na njĩra ya kũmemenda wĩyathi wacio. Matongoretio nĩ mũtongoria wa kĩama kĩa Wiper Kalonzo Musyoka maugĩte nĩ kĩeha kuona thirikari kwerekera harĩ kũhotomia wĩyathi wa nyũmba cia mohoro, na tauria mwandĩki witũ aratarĩria riboti ĩno. Oho akimenereria ikinya rĩa thirikari kwendia shares cia Safaricom.
Ikinya rĩa thirikari kuonekana kwerekera nyũmba cia mohoro no rithiĩte na mbere na kũmenererio.
The media have every right to socialize with every political formation, report accurately, And if they don't report accurately, you can challenge that. But to come up against the whole media and accuse them of working for the opposition is blatantly a lie.
Matongoretio ni Kalonzo Musyoka maugite ni kieha kuona thirikari kwerekera hari kuhotomia wiathi wa nyumba cia mohoro makiuga ucio ti mutugo wa gwitikirika.
Remember the other day he attacked a whole community and no action was taken. I think every day they have him as the SG. The whole world is watching, and Kenyans in particular. So we will stand by the freedom of the press. Media freedom cannot be subjected to the whims and aspirations of a party that is losing grip, and they know it. So they have to look, and if they want to blame the media, of course the media is above this. Please remain focused. We just want nothing but absolute truth for our people. And again, if they're attacking the media have also their citizens. By the way, they all have their voters' cards ready. They have suffered abductions, the other type of abduction.
Hamwe na uguo atongoria aya makimenerere ikinya ria wendia wa shares cia Safaricom makiuga ni mugaru.
Government has sold approximately 6 billion shares at the valuation according to them of 34 shillings per share, reducing its ownership from 35% to 20% and giving Vodacom effective majority control at about 55%. We maintain that this sale was undervalued, was opaque, was rushed, and constitutionally suspect.
The judges of the High Courts who assist of this matter will not get swayed by this rushed decision by this corrupt regime of William Ruto. But also ask the question, a matter as momentous as the sale of 6 billion shares, publicly held shares by the government, where was or is the competition authority? What are they doing? We need to hear them. We need to hear their voice on a matter as serious as this.
Kalonzo akioria gitumi kia thirikari kuhanyuka kwendia shares ici thengia wa watho uria waheanitwo ni igoti akiuga gutire mundu uri iguru wa watho.
But evidence placed before the court indicated the fair value of the shares was at the very least approximately Kenya shillings 57.90 per share, just under 58 shillings. If M-Pesa is properly valued and as a standalone fintech platform, the public value potentially lost runs into hundreds of billions of shillings. That is not a minor pricing dispute. It is a matter of our national wealth, public accountability, and the safeguarding of Kenya's strategic interests.
Oho akioria Akenya kurugama na mugambo umwe kugitira indo cia bururi.
Withdrawing or is strategizing how to deal with JKIA because we took them to court and we did not let it go. After that ruling is given, we are going to take that matter all the way up to the Supreme Court and to the general election of 2027.
Na hadini TN TV riako ni Nyabura wa Mwagi.
Tugithi na mbere bara gatagati korea wari munini wa president Rigathi Gachagua na president William Ruto no irathi na mbere na gwakiriria Rigathi umuthi agiukirira William Ruto akiuga ni hahamite ng'ondu ya ruriri rwa Okabi mwena wa Kidong, Kifiku na Tipis akiaria ari gwake muci wa Munyoro kuria agucemanite na aikari a Narok. Rigathi oriti muigi wa Okabi tugetikire guthie kuria mereirwo ni thirikari kuona kuma mwaka ukite mayukia wathani ne magashokia ng'ondu ici.
Yake ni karibu 103 billion utajiri ya jamii ambaye huyu jamaa anatuibia, na hatuwezi kubali. Lazima hilo shamba tutalegesha kwa wenyewe. Hii jamii ya Maa imechezewa for far too long, na hatuwezi kubali. Ukienda pale Masai Bara, heritage ya Wamasai ile ambayo inaleta wanyama, watalii wanaleta pesa. Ameenda pale, amegrab, amejenga hoteli, amefunga corridor ya wanyama. Sasa wale wanyama ambayo watalii wanatoka all over the world kuja kuona, wameanza kukosa kufika. Hao wanyama wakihama, heritage ya Wamaa pahali wanapata revenue itakwama. Nataka nitangaze wazi, mwaka ujao tukichukua serikali, hilo shamba tutalegeshea Wamaa, na hiyo hoteli imejengwa kwa corridor ya wanyama tutaibomoa na kuiondoa. Sasa huyu Kasongo ametuumiza, anaumiza mpaka wanyama. Sasa hata hii wanyama wamekukosea na nini? Sisi huko na shida na sisi kwa sababu tunakuuliza maswali. Hii wanyama ya porini na hawana maswali, mbona unawahangaisha hawa? Sasa hawa wild beast migration, the 8th wonder of the world, Kasongo unatatiza. Sasa hata hiyo wasugu unajegea hiyo hoteli, hii wanyama wakihama watakuja kuangalia nini? Huyu Kasongo wafanye hesabu. Hiyo hoteli watu wanatakiwa kae wakuje kutazama wanyama. Aya, ukijenga hoteli kwa corridor wanyama wahame, hiyo watalii watakuja kuona nini? Mimi niseme ya kwamba hapo kwa Mara, shamba letu la Olkiobo 4,700 acres ambaye familia Ntutu na Kasongo walikuwa wamechukua, tunataka kutoa shukurani kwa mahakama ya rufaa. Walisema hilo shamba la Wamasai ilegeshwe kwa Masai Mara na kwa wenyewe. Mimi najua hii maneno imeenda Supreme Court. Nina matumaini ya kwamba koti letu la juu la Supreme Court.
Tugithina mbere munini wa President Professor Kithure Kindiki augite thirikari ni ihariirie hari kung'ethanira na mbura ya muno ya El Nino iria itanyitwo gukorwo ikiura mwaka-ini uyu, akiuga mitaratara mirumu ni igathikitwo gutigirira gutiri uthukangia ugakorwo ukihanika hindi ya mbura ino.
This meeting, as I had said at the beginning, was meant to brief us and update us on two things. One, the food security situation in our country. And it is clear that although in some parts of the country we have had depressed rainfall, in the short run we do not expect to have a major food deficit situation. And therefore I think it's important that the country be assured that our food security is stable. However, in the spirit of preparedness and being ahead of time, we have received scientific information from the weather experts in Kenya and globally that later in the year we are likely to have enhanced rainfall in form of El Nino, which might affect a number of things, including food security, infrastructure, public safety because of floods and other things, and the supply chain of basic commodities. It may affect our public health situation and so forth and so on. For that reason, again, we want to assure the country that there is no need of panic, and we are engaged. All the ministries, department agencies, all organs of state are engaged to ensure that in the event of the actualization of the prediction by the scientists, the country is prepared and we are not taken to surprise. We will ensure that we mitigate and take action to make sure that we do not have a disruption of civic order. We don't have disruption of movement of goods and services. We don't have public health concerns that could hurt the public good. And we'll also take preventive action in the traditional areas which are prone to mudslides and landslides and flooding. We'll take preventive measures, and should this happen, we'll take active measures to make sure that we mitigate on loss.
Na ripoti iyo igakiamba gutwika mweke twambe twikirie oro hanini ndugathi haraya ni turacokereria na mangi maingi.
Tatua Chapana Dakar. Win times of 5,000 your bet every 20 minutes. Ukicheza na 20 bob unavuna 100,000. Ukiwekelea 40 bob unakamata 200,000. 100 bob unanyakua nusu milioni instant. Pia kuna bidhaa za nyumba na biashara za kushindaniwa. Smart TV, fridge, cookers, car wash machines, commercial cake mixes, motorbikes, washer and dryers, bells of mitumba, solar panels, tuk-tuks na marutis to be won. Ni rahisi, ingia kwenye paybill 440 ama 150 account. Cheza na 20 bob to 2,000. Changamka, tatua chapa na kazi na Dakar.
In a world where everything depends on connections, you need a partner you can trust. Welcome to FTL, FaithWorks Technologies Limited. We provide high-speed fiber internet designed for speed, stability, and reliability. For businesses, our BPO and customer experience solutions help you operate efficiently and serve your clients better. And with our ICT support and tech services, you are always covered when it matters most. We proudly serve Othaya Town, Gasami, Iriaine, and the Othaya Boys area. Visit us at Center Point Plaza, 3rd floor, or you can call 0783 282 011 or 0723 565 571. FTL, FaithWorks Technologies Limited, a world of possibilities.
Waigwaritwo Singapore weshiragia niku itikia kanorege Golden Wing niku Singapore itu duka ya Golden ina indo cia mwanya utagisho na kundu kungi arisho electronics, furnitures, carpets, decors ona thimu tawiyonere kukasuguthakara jero shoa cia thitima na gasi na ndugisho na kundu kungi dispensers, woofers nenyingi guku ina cio TV cia kiriu ginya cia kuria kahora hata pressure nenyingi tamugagasha wakinya na imported furnitures neithu tutongoretie gukwenderia indo tangishwa na kundu kungi TV stand cia kiriu, dressing tables, coffee tables cia mambo ona cia dining tables, waiting chairs, office chairs na inge nyingi. Nayo migeka ya kwara nyumba kana office gwaku ni migitaki ya rangi uraihu kana texture iria wendaga. Portraits, mahua na thimo mithemba yothe ni uguciona guku kwa Golden Wing. Tucerere Nyeri Town, nyumba-ini ya Nyeri Shopping Complex, kung'ethanira na mukawa wa Maru A. Na kuhoro makiria, tuhurire thimu kuhitukira 0724 210 609. Golden Wing ni Singapore, Golden Wing ni Mushie, Golden Wing Electronics and Furnitures, quality in every purchase.
Nĩ ngatho tũthiĩ na mbere na gĩkũnjo Mutamburuko Thaa Imwe. Atongoria athiriti a thirikari matongoretio nĩ Speaker wa bunge ya gĩbũrũri Moses Wetangula, mutongoria wa rĩngĩ bunge-inĩ ya gĩbũrũri Kimani Ichung'wa, gatagatĩ ka atongoria angĩ thirikari-inĩ nimabikite isera riao mwena wa Eldoret kaunti ya Uasin Gishu kuria mathiete na mbere na gutetera thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza hamwe na tabarĩra cio kuria iria irarutithio na iria iratwarithio na mbere ni thirikari mĩena ĩtiganĩte bũrũri-inĩ. Oho no mauhite muingi gugetikira kugacagura President William Ruto gĩthurano-inĩ kĩnene twerekeire kĩa mwaka wa 2027 niguo ayuke kana akorwo kĩiyũkia itĩna rĩa kerĩ rĩa wathani.
Mulipochagua Rais William Samoei Ruto ambaye ni mzaliwa wa kaunti hii, Kenya ilikuwa na shida mingi. Mkulima alikuwa hajiwezi, bei ya mbolea ilikuwa kule juu 7,000, tukateremsha ikafika 2,500. Hapa Eldoret unaona affordable housing inaendelea. Hapa Eldoret unaona mpangilio. Hii barabara yetu kutoka Mombasa mpaka Malaba ikipita mpaka kule kwangu Bungoma ndio inabeba uchumi wa nchi yetu. Ikielekea Uganda, our number 1 trading partner, paka Congo, paka Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan. Hiyo barabara rais ameianzisha, inapanuliwa dual carriage kutoka Rironi mpaka Malaba ikipita hapa Eldoret. Hapa Rift Valley nyinyi ndio mnalisha nchi yetu. Mnalima mahindi, mnalima ngano, mnalima kila kitu. Tunataka amani Kenya hii ndio mkulima aweze kujimudu. Tunataka hii Eldoret is a face of Kenya. Ukiingia hapa Eldoret, makabila yote ya Kenya iko hapa.
Tunaona za hapa Soi, Eldoret sasa inakaa city ya ukweli. Magorofa yanapanda kupanda. Hospitali, mumetajua hospitali ya MTRH. Sio MTRH peke yake. Uende Kisumu, hospitali zinajengwa. Uende Nyeri, hospitali zinajengwa. Uje Kiambu, hospitali zinajengwa.
Kaunti ya Kirinyaga nithiĩte na mbere na gũtongoria harĩ tabarĩra ya waki wa ceceni ya iganda mwena wa Thagana kaunti-inĩ ingĩ bũrũri kana bũrũri ĩgĩcera ceceni ĩno nĩguo gũthoma rĩrĩ tabarĩra ĩno ĩkirie kũrĩkĩrĩra kaunti cia Bungoma na Kitui ũmũthĩ marecũrania kana magĩthũrima waki wa tabarĩra ĩno na tabarĩra ĩno ĩkinyanĩirie gĩcunjĩ kĩa 96 harĩ igana.
Tabarĩra ya waki wa ceceni ya iganda mwena wa Thagana ikirie kũrĩkĩrĩra. Tabarĩra ĩno ĩgĩkinyirie gĩkĩro kĩa 96 harĩ igana ĩtanyĩtwo kũhingũra ica ikuhĩ rĩrĩ kaunti itiganĩte bũrũri-inĩ iracera Thagana gũthoma ũrĩa mekwambĩrĩria tabarĩra ta ĩno kaunti-inĩ ciao.
Mũnona waki wa County Industrial Park ĩrĩa thĩinĩ wa Sagana Industrial Park na twĩ 96% tutigarĩtio bandu banini mũno ta 4% nĩguo tũrĩkie.
Ũmũthĩ maabitha kuma kaunti-inĩ cia Bungoma na Kitui nĩ makũgeneire ceceni ĩno na ĩrĩa rĩu nĩyo ĩtongoretie bũrũri-inĩ.
Why we came here is that Kirinyaga is way ahead of Bungoma in terms of implementation of the CAPS program, and we saw it necessary that we come to benchmark.
Gavana wa igũrũ agĩtũgĩria tabarĩra ĩno oigĩte ĩkirie kũrĩkĩrĩra na aigithia mambĩrĩrie iganda gũkũ.
Ya Industrial Park mnaiona, si ndio? Si nyinyi wote wa upande huu wa mumeona tunafanya kazi ya Industrial Park? Tunasema mwenye macho afanye nini? Aone. Tunaelekea kuimaliza, hivi karibuni tutaifungua.
Waigũrũ augĩte wona iganda ici ciahingũrwo igũthondeka mĩeke 10,000 ya mawĩra kũrĩ mbeũ njĩthĩ na atumia na oho arĩmi mone kũndũ gwa kũrehe magetha mao.
Hivi karibuni tutaifungua na itakuwa ikiandika vijana wa Kirinyaga zaidi ya 10,000. Indirect ni wale ambao hawafanyi kazi hapo, lakini biashara zenu za kule nyuma ndio zinafanya hiyo industry iende mbele, si ndio? wale ambao wako na avocado zao kule, kwa sababu hizo avocado ndio zitakuwa zinatengenezwa mafuta. Wale ambao wanakuza nyanya, kwa sababu hizo nyanya ndio zitakuwa zinatengenezwa tomato paste. Wale ambao wanakuza kahawa, kwa sababu kahawa ndio itakuwa inafanya processing. How indirect will be not less than 100,000 Kirinyaga homesteads.
Muikariri gite wa ruhonge rwa wigithia kaunti-ini ya Kirinyaga, Michael Ndwiga augite aigithia ni mathiete na mbere na guikia mahoya mao makwambiriria iganda itiganite guku.
Na riu ni twambiririe pia kuria investor aria magikora makienda guka gwaka factories guku kana gwika value addition, no mabote gwicuria fomu na niguo tubobote kuona document ciao kana ni njega na mangibituka makabewa the lease agreement. Investor mode karibuni sana. Stephen Wamakwa niwe ofitha munene ministry-ini ya iganda thirikari-ini ya county ya Bungoma, akiuga hari county iria macerete, county ya Kirinyaga niyo itongoretie hari gucokia iganda bũrũri-ini.
We have visited Meru and Laikipia, but specifically Laikipia we are on microfinance corporation, but here specifically we came for KIDA and the KIPES.
Have you noticed any major difference between Kirinyaga and other counties?
Yeah, Kirinyaga is way ahead of the rest.
Maafitha aya makiuga maundu maria mathomete guku megukorwo makimambiriria kaunti-ini ciao.
You see the lessons we have learned here so that we go back to implement the same. We are slightly behind Kirinyaga, but we have gotten valuable insights which we are going to apply back at home to ensure that we are at this level also.
Girifotera GTN TV, jitagwo Jeff.
Naguo muingi wa Kiambu ni utanyitwo kugunika na tabarĩra cia barabara, ũgima wa mwĩrĩ, ũrĩmi hamwe na gĩthomo bakiria thutha wa gavana wa Kiambu Kimani Wamatangi gwikira kirore watho wa kigina wa mwaka wa 2026-2027 wa makiria ma ciringi bilioni 25.1 kuria ciringi bilioni 8.5 igukorwo igikinyiriria tabarĩra ngũrani cia ũthii wa na mbere. Ihinda-inĩ o rĩu thirikari ya Kiambu nĩ itanyĩte kũngania makiria ma ciringi bilioni 8.9 nĩguo gũkinyĩria mbeca icio cia bajeti ya county.
We are now heading to the 30 billion mark, and that means that even if we were to knock off what we will call our expenditure on emoluments and other expenditures, development itself is finding a voice. Sure. Yes, and probably one of the things that will be challenging even the control of budget when they are doing their reports is not to summarize the capacity and the work output by county governments only based on the disbursements from national government, because when they scale that down to that consideration, that's why you find that they will be reporting that the development budget of counties is conscripted to maybe 1 billion 800 million, because they are not considering the other expenditures and other resources that have come via other routes.
Na riboti iyo ni iragitwikirira gaturumo gikujo kia Mutamburuko Thaa Imwe, maya na mangĩ maingĩ no na cihandwe gathaa ithatu thina mbere na kwirorera GTN TV, na ni ngatho ni gutwihokira mahinda maku. Ritwa riakwa ni Snyder Shige.